Are we rolling? All right. Welcome to an episode of the Work From Home Mogul. Today we're sitting down with conservative Connie on why black voters should consider the Republican Party. Connie, tell us about Black conservative movement and why we should consider joining. Thank you, Monique. I am conservative Connie, and I'm here to tell you that under the current administration, we have had the lowest black unemployment rate ever and more black business owners than ever before. Okay, we're going to take some questions. Jonathan B. says, if we're in a progressive society, shouldn't the black unemployment rate be getting lower anyway? Why attribute the success to the current administration? Well, when you look at the stats, it's never gone down. So now that the unemployment is going down, that should say something. Richard says, I started my business because of the alarming rate that black men are called back at a lower rate, even with a college degree, than white men that have been convicted of a crime. Why should I join the Republican Party, and how will the party address this issue? Look, the Democrats will have you believing that hiring is disproportionate, but when you look at overall, black people make up a smaller amount of the population. So it makes sense that in the hiring, that 17% is actually high. It's more than 13%. Rebecca says, why should we join the Republican Party that has done nothing to address climate change? Listen, there's too many discrepancies about is climate change actually a thing. I mean, so many people think that it's not a big deal, so why should we think that it is a big deal? I mean, it gets hot, it gets cold, it's called evolution. The planet is gonna get colder or hotter because why would it always stay the same when things change? The next is a two-part question. Connie, you said that Trump cannot be racist because he has black friends. How do you respond? Of course he's not racist. I mean, if he was racist, he wouldn't want to be around black people. He wouldn't be friends with them. He wouldn't take pictures with them. So, no, obviously he's not racist. Second part of this question is, do you have black friends? I feel like that is a targeted question towards me, like I'm not black enough because I am a conservative or Republican. But you know what? I'm just somebody that speaks for herself, has her own mind, and why are people threatened by it that I'm challenging the status quo? They call me a coon, they call me an Oreo, they call me a Klondike bar. I mean, do I look like a Klondike bar to you? I am not a dessert snack. Layla D says, how do we build two household incomes with mass incarceration taking fathers away from our homes? This is a huge issue in the black community, not being part of two family households. And you know what? The Democrats will have you believing that low income, poverty is the issue, and racial brutality, injustice, racial profiling is the issue. And really, what it all stems down to is Democrats. All the problems with black people started with Democrats. This next question comes from Doug. The media vilifies us as criminals, and you say the media lies, but we account for 40% of arrests, so is the media right? It is true that the media does lie. So when they are saying that majority of black people are criminals, they are blatantly lying. And the stats say that a majority of crimes are committed by black people. So the stats are correct, and the media is not lying, but the media does lie, so they can't be correct because they're lying, but the stats say that there's more, but the media says the same thing, but the media is a liar, but she's stuck in a loop. What do we do? This next question also comes from Doug. When you say black men commit more crimes, are you intentionally leaving out that black men are arrested more but are 7 times more likely to be arrested when innocent than other races, or are you just dumb AF? Are we saying that people are incarcerated more and that they're specifically targeted to be incarcerated more? I mean, Timothy asks, if I join the Republican Party, will I automatically not get hunted down or harassed by white people when exercising or going about my daily business? You know what? This is the victim mentality type of thing, and I do not subscribe to it. So no, if you feel like you're going to be harassed and hunted down, then it's going to be true. But I'm not a victim. And when I flip a coin, heads is that I'm a victim and tails is that I'm not a victim. And you know what? I get tails every time. And another thing, we know that black people are getting killed. We know that white people are getting killed. We know that it's practically around the same rate, black on black crime and white on white crime. The thing is, we're only seeing these protests in certain situations when it is a white cop killing a black kid. And there's a ton of people paying a ton of tax money to these police officers that are killing all of us. You don't see those people paying high taxes coming out and protesting. It's only during these certain situations. And gang members, drug dealers kill way more people. We don't see any protests of gang members. We don't see people going outside of drug dealers and protesting. Go outside of these drug dealers and gang members and all these criminals and protest them. Janine D asks, what do you have against Barack Obama? Barack Obama did absolutely zero for the black economy and black people in general. He just got elected and did absolutely nothing except his little healthcare thing. And basically, he was the worst to black Americans than any other president in history. Even the presidents that had slaves? Well, we don't know how the presidents treated their slaves. They could have treated them really nice. This next question comes from Nina. Do you feel when Trump said he'll just start kissing women or groupies around him, are you okay with that as a woman? I don't believe that we need to attack powerful men that have been in power forever, because you know what? This man is an outsider. He has not been in the government. He has been running the world outside of the government, which means he's an outsider. Becky B asks, in the lawsuit against Jeffrey Epstein and Trump, would you stand with Trump after hearing the then teenage victim's testimony? Look, we are in a nation where a man is innocent until proven guilty. So am I saying that this teenage girl is guilty or innocent with her statement? I'm not saying that.